Welcome to another episode of Odds and Wagers podcast, where you get best analysis on the NFL, NBA, all sports in general. Man, the playoffs has been crazy. One team got swept. Indiana Pacers got swept. We brought out the broom for that one. Minnesota Timberwolves, they found a way. Their star players showed up. They found a way to take Game 4. Uh, you know, it was a good game. It was a good game, if you ask me. So, talk to me, Tone. What do you think about that game, man? Like, what changed in that game? Like, how was Minnesota able to take that game?
Shit, it's the same thing I've been talking about since the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
Like all these analysts can talk about all of these X's and O's all they want, but it comes down to one thing and one thing only.
Mm.
And bro, it's the tails of the best players on each teams. Like the role players for both teams play. They be having decent games and stuff.
Okay.
If Luka and Kyrie outplays Dallas wins, and if plays Luka and Kyrie, Minnesota wins, and that's what happened last night. Last night is the first game in this series that the Minnesota Stars outplayed you know, the Dallas
Dallas Stars, yeah.
He had a big game. Luka wasn't aggressive enough. Sometimes in the game he kind of giving up that deflated energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And closeout games always be the hardest game, especially playing with a tough ass team like that. So yeah, it's no analysis, nothing. It's just these two best players outplay the
Two best players, yeah.
That's what it is. If the same thing happened game 5, if the same thing happened game 5, Minnesota gonna take game 5. So that's all it boils down to.
Do you really think Minnesota gonna take Game 5 though?
No, I don't know. Like
I
can't really say.
it,
Nobody can.
in all honesty, right? I don't think Kyrie is gonna have as bad as of a game as he had last game. Because he only had 16 points. Like he went cold, in a long stretch of the game, and I don't think he's really gonna have that bad of a game next game. And I really feel like he's really gonna, show up his 14-0 streak that just ended. So I think he's gonna have something to prove in game 5 at Minnesota. So, I called a sweep on this game. Uh in all honesty, Dallas could have actually won, but those cold stretches, like you said, Minnesota Stars outplayed the Dallas Stars. And I just feel like those cold stretches that they had was actually what cost them the game. Because man, during the game, man, like during the hot stretch that they had, man, they were really, really doing something to the Minnesota Timberwolves. But I feel Dallas is going to take game 5. Though. I feel like it's too much anger going on with Luka. Luka had what 22 points or something like that. I think this is the first time.
Like 28.
28. Oh well, this is the first time he did not cover this playoff. So he's gonna have a better game, and I feel like Kyrie gonna have a better game in game 5. And man, speaking about the two stars for Minnesota, first half. Cat was in Cancun, man. I don't even know where Cat was. But second half, man, talk about somebody showing up. He had 20 in the second half. Yeah. Man, that was a good performance if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me.
That he was getting a foul trouble.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Anthony Edwards too.
Yeah.
So I was kind of worried. Like, once he got 3 fouls. And that's Cat always played like that. That's always been his problem.
Mm-hmm.
His who then his second quarter he already got 3 fouls.
Yeah.
2 of them was very unnecessary.
Oh, unnecessary foul.
Yeah, that's it. So he came back. Second half got aggressive.
Yeah.
He had a wonderful game.
Wonderful.
Anthony Edwards, hit the fade away from the wing. Both of them. Yeah, both of them had
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, it is thing. It is thing.
Yeah. And Another thing is, on the Dallas side, Lively was out, and Lively is a huge part to both their offense and their
Yeah.
defense. And I feel like he Lively is
Yes.
going to be back in Game 5. And then another thing on the Dallas end, Kleber wasn't really having a good. I feel like they should have taken Kleber out, rather than giving him more time during the game, because those stretches when he couldn't hit no threes, like he was kind of like an offensive liability to the Dallas Mavericks, if you ask me, But I feel like, this is just one game. I feel they're gonna come back in game 5, and it's they're gonna take it, because they need time to rest too, because Boston is resting right now, and Dallas knows the use of rest, especially for Luka, and he had a little injury in the beginning of the series and all that, So I feel like they need that time to rest as well. So I feel like they're gonna have to take it in game 5, just so they can have a little rest time and stuff.
Right, right. Because I'm gonna need Luca healthy for that finals. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be betting a lot of money on it. Yeah.
Hey man, he's short money, man. This last game, he wasn't, but yeah, he's definitely short money, man. This finals, man, I feel like you could bet the house on Luka this finals, man. Because man, I have not seen any big game where Luka falls, man. Like he always shows up to play. Although sometimes his shots might not fall, but he shows up.
Can nobody guard him?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
nobody guards you. It's really it boils down to like now we just gotta make sure the other motherfuckers
yeah.
get it going because
Hmm.
Luca gonna get it going.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah, I like I don't know no Luca stopper.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Like of course we they gonna have Drew Holiday on them. Drew
Uh-huh.
Holiday,
He gonna eat.
man, is defender.
Yeah, he gonna eat. He gonna eat. He gonna eat against Drew.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gonna eat.
he's
He
gonna
gonna.
eat for them. All
Yeah.
these.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. He gonna eat. Now speaking about the Celtics game, it was a sweep. We already called a sweep on the Celtics. But what I want to talk about is Jalen Brown taking the MVP, which is well deserved. I'm talking about well deserved, man. I feel like he's been one of the only consistent players during this playoff stretch for the Celtics. Man, I was really happy for Jalen Brown. He got snubbed in the All NBA teams, but I feel like he deserved this MVP, this conference finals MVP. Talk to me about that, man. How do you feel about him getting that over Jason Tatum?
Used to be personally, I would have given it to Tatum, right? But
Yeah.
if you give it to Brown, it's all like it's he could have went both ways, and I would have been totally fine with it.
Hmm.
But we're not gonna sit here and act like Tatum just had a bad series. Like
So,
I, if what's it called? Brown, if Brown would have had Tatum series like in this, like it would have been like whoa, because the problem is when you like the number one option, you're
mhm.
the best player on your team. Like you put up numbers, this and that. He's already expected, so nobody really give you credit for it.
Yeah.
You got to go insane. Like it's just Tatum. I remember game game 5. Is it game 5 in Milwaukee 2 years ago? I can't see. I cannot see Brown having that type of game. I remember game 4 against Brooklyn. What is it like? 2021.
Yeah.
When Milwaukee won that series. You
Kyrie and
know,
Durant, or when they were in Brooklyn.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Jalen Jason Tatum being so great that he got to have a super monster game to really get recognized, like to get like world recognition, if you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
But when you're like the number 2 um, option, because bro, we're just gonna keep on right. All right, this series,
Yeah.
Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, they average like almost around the same points.
Hmm.
Tatum had having 5 more rebounds, 3 more assists. Okay, Jalen Brown shot better from the field, shot
Hmm.
better from the three,
Yeah.
but he not getting doubled like Jason. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're the number 1 option, like the opposing team game plan for you. Like when um Indiana
Yeah.
Indiana they're not in the film room, you know what I'm saying, game planning for Jalen Brown. Of course, it's gonna be a little. I mean, you know what I mean. Like the main focus is gonna be Jason Tatum. I think he's the best player, on the team.
Yeah.
He's gonna draw the most double. What I
Okay.
mean? So look at it this way: if Jason Tatum would have had to play freely like Jalen Brown, do you even understand how much numbers he's gonna put up? And I feel like that's what most NBA fans don't pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Because he's getting double. He's having to do more. Like, he not just, spot up, shooting or whatever the case might be. He got to facilitate. He
Yeah.
handles rocks better. He facilitate better. Both
But
solid on defense. But like I said, but
I
the corner three gave one that
yeah.
just hit. I feel like that's what gave him the
and
East to
and
conference.
and I feel like I'm not talking about the whole playoffs in general, but I feel like during this series, I think like game 1 and I think like game 3 or so, if I or game 2, one of those, I think like Jalen Brown was more aggressive than Jason Tatum in this series per se, and I feel like that's why they actually gave it to him. And like you said, he had that huge three, game
Yeah,
one. But I just feel like it's just due to like he was just more aggressive in the series if you compared him to Jason Tatum. Don't mean he a better player than Jason Tatum, but just in this Eastern Conference Finals, I feel like he was more aggressive than Jason Tatum and had a better series.
be more aggressive. Don't like remember Jason Tatum game 3. Like Jalen Brown did not have any uh individual game individual performance
Yeah.
in all this is the conversation. Like what Jalen Brown Jason Tatum this I'm confused. What Jason Tatum had in game 3.
Hey,
Like
JJ, man. He's JJ, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown. Hey, yeah,
but saying like Jalen Brown, don't get me like I said, he go both ways. Like if I'm cool with either one of them getting it, but
yeah.
I really do. Like if I had a vote, it's definitely gonna be Jason Tatum.
Uh,
That's just so
I
I feel like the vote was 5-4. Jalen
mhm,
Brown 5 votes. I feel like those four, I feel like they had it right.
yeah. Mhm.
But you know, it's just it's the conference finals MVP.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But I'm just happy he got something, man, because he got snubbed. I'm
Yeah,
I'm just happy he got something. You know.
yeah.
But another big news going on in the NBA right now is, man, old goat James, man, free agency talks. His son Bronny, he trying to play with Bronny. People are saying they might not play on the same team. They might play on different teams. Bronny only chose to walk out for the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. What do you think is the best case scenario? What do you think is likely to happen with Bronny coming into the NBA and LeBron? He might not opt into his final year on his contract with the Lakers. He might be a free agent. Talk to me, man. What are your thoughts on that?
Uh, let's see. This whole Bronny issue.
Yeah.
For ain't going nowhere. First of all, you know,
He electro, huh?
it, I just can't see Brown going like leaving that leg.
Okay.
It got too much invested in that city.
Isn't he building like $100 million house or something like that?
Yeah, that it ain't just that.
Hmm.
It's the business, the Hollywood, like
Yeah.
you know, like that. Like LA is LeBron life after NBA.
Okay.
So why leave the city when you obviously still coming back? So that don't even make no sense to me. And he got a good relationship with Jenny Buzz and
Hmm.
Rambees, all them people over
Yeah.
there. So I don't like he gonna get whatever he want at the end of the day.
So you think
But
Bronny comes to the Lakers?
yeah, Rob Pelinka. I don't think Rob Pelinka and Ron and Rich Paul and them, I don't think they got a really good relationship like that.
Okay.
Uh, you know, it comes down to his relationship with Jenny Buzz.
Okay.
And I know he got a wonderful relationship with Jenny Buzz. So, all these overseas, it makes for a good you know. He's not leaving LA, bro. I don't believe he's leaving
So
LA.
so what do you think is gonna happen
Go
with
ahead.
Bronny though?
Yeah, with Bronny, I really think that Bronny going I don't see why LA would pick Bronny up.
But is that a good move for LA? Although okay, it's good for business because they got LeBron James and the Sun. But is
It's
that a good move for LA when it comes to basketball, the basketball future of the Lakers? You think it's a good move down the stretch?
like this like I see people talking about this on all over the airwaves. It's so stupid.
Uh-huh.
Giannis got his brother up in there in Milwaukee, and what he's saying, they won the championship. Like he better.
But his brother, although no one is really expecting nothing from Thanasis, but Bronny, he a young individual.
All right, so what, Bronny? So what if you don't, you know, show up? Like it's not really about LA no picking Bronny. Like this going
He's the future of the Lakers.
they're not doing that. Like
Okay.
and it's not going to be a lottery pick. So like if you're not a lottery pick, it don't really matter, bro. Like even a lot of lottery pick ends up being a bust. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
who fucking cares? You know, like what better story than LeBron James
And his son
in the Lakers
in the
jersey?
Lakers, huh?
You even understand how much money that's going to generate for
Yeah,
his
on
success?
on the business side, it's a really good move. Don't get me wrong. On the
Yeah.
business side, man, it's a Bron and his son, Lakers, man. I don't like you said, I don't think there's a better headline than that. Do you know how much jersey they're gonna sell? It's just a win on the business side. But I was just, but like, I'm a Laker fan as much as I would like both of them to be, but I'm thinking about the future, but like you said, they're not really gonna bring Bronny in, and oh yeah, he's the face of the Lakers. But I would really love for him to show up, even with all the pressure going on.
He's not going to be a starter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He probably will ever make good rotation, but he's going to be right there. You know what I'm saying? It might depends on training camp, depends on like
Uh-huh.
you know
The off season, yeah, all that.
games. He might
Mhm.
go to the G League. Uh, Just it's gonna happen, bro. Like it's
Okay.
gonna be the main thing is Bronny and Lakers jersey. We brought him. It don't matter if it's the last 4 minutes of the game or last 2 minutes.
Yeah. Even if it's just the first 1 week of the season before they take him to the G League.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't even know that. Like, if Braun's still playing, if he not going to.
Oh, okay. So you say they drafted, he just gonna be well, yeah,
If the Lakers, nothing.
yeah,
It ain't like you only get to pick one player in the draft. So this, like this happen every day in everyday people's lives.
yeah.
Like nepotism. Oh yeah, it's nepotism. It's not good, isn't that? But come on, man. If you work with a company for years, you will be big dog. Of course, you can't get your son
Mm-hmm.
for the same company. Like we do this. This is done everywhere, all areas of life.
Yeah.
It's not like LeBron deserved it. Everything he's given the league. This game. If he want to play with his son, that's exactly what the fuck he gonna do. And it's gonna sell tickets. It's gonna sell
Hey,
jerseys.
it's all about the business at the end of the day. The league
At the end of the
league
day,
love money. The Lakers love
yeah,
money.
yeah. I want to see that so bad though.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. 100%. I cannot wait for the draft. I cannot wait for the draft, man. I could not wait for the draft. I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for Bronny to become a Laker. And, let's see what the future holds. So now with that being said, we got the game 5 coming up for the Western Conference Finals. Minnesota, they back home against Dallas, and it's a closeout game for Dallas. Minnesota, they're trying to fight, to push it to a game 6. let's try to make some money off that, man. What do you think are the best bets when it comes to that? Who are you looking forward to placing your money on? And, how can we make the people money, man, on that game?
It's gonna be a tricky one.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to check if the player props is out.
Okay.
I checked earlier today. They ain't had the paper. Okay, I think they got it now.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, whoa, it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go that first quarter over for
Okay.
Minnesota.
And
It's gonna be. It's
what's the
gonna be.
number on that?
It's gonna be crazy in Target Center.
Yeah.
And I was I've been to see the game at Target Center.
Yeah.
A couple times, and it gets really live over there.
Hey,
And,
it has to
you
be. They ain't got too much going on in Minnesota.
yeah, yeah, they don't. So I feel like they're gonna come out going crazy.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're gonna score a lot of points first quarter. So I'm gonna go first quarter over.
Okay.
Yeah, get the over. And then I just hope Luca's gonna be fine. You know, I don't like his energy.
The
Last
last
game,
game, huh?
Luca's not about to go under back-to-back games.
No. Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
So I'm gonna go Luca over.
Okay.
I'm gonna the over on the fourth quarter. Uh, Fourth quarter Minnesota points,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go. Now Reed. Oh, he had a bad game last night. So
Yeah. He gonna be home. He gonna be home. So
yeah,
he should have
yeah,
he should have a better game.
yeah.
He should.
Since those
Yeah.
are my three.
So 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 when it comes to that game, right? I am tempted, you know, to go with Kyrie as the fourth pick of this parlay, man, because he had a bad game.
I already over under.
It shouldn't be anything more than the last game. It was 24.5, so he had a bad game. So they might drop it to like 22,
23.5.
23. Okay, so they dropped it by 1 point. So he has to score 24 points. I feel like that's easy money for Kyrie, man. And he already had a bad game. He's trying to wrap this up. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Kyrie to go over 23.5 in this game 5 coming up at Minnesota. I feel like yeah. Uh-huh.
Kyrie can get 25 points in his sleep. You wake
Yeah.
Kyrie up, he can go out with pajamas on and go get you 25. But you know what's going through bro's head, bro. It is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can bet on Kyrie to give it 25.
Uh-huh.
He might have already decided that he's not doing that. He just want to be a facilitator,
Yeah.
lay back.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting every day.
Yeah.
The skill set gets you 25 if you
Yeah.
really want to get you 25.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Nobody's
There's nobody stopping Kyrie. Yeah. I say it's nobody stopping Kyrie.
right.
Yeah, he can go for whatever he wants to go for. Yeah. And
I don't know. That's why
I feel like his assist should be like 4.5 too. I'm comfortable going over on his assist as well, because he'd be choosing to facilitate in the first half and go off in the second half. So I'm comfortable going over 4.5 assists for Kyrie as well.
if he turns to a score, then he's not gonna be
He
doing six.
he used to go assist. 5 assists for Kyrie is like it's easy. Yeah.
That one game that he went up, that was game one, right?
Was it game 2? The one where you said he was gonna have 5 assists, right? Yeah, game 1 or game 2, one of the two.
Yeah, that one game he went up.
Uh-huh.
That was game one. Was it game one? It was game one. He had
4 assists.
he went under the six.
Yeah. He just needed one more assist though. So
Yeah.
I feel like that should be easy for Kyrie to get though. I feel like that could be easy to carry.
So I don't
Yeah, yeah, because you literally depended on someone else to actually make the basket for you to get the assist.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
but
be the
only him and Gafford could get that though. All those lobs and unlikely going to be back to. It should be easy for him to get. It
yeah. Because yeah, if Lively back, yeah,
yeah.
you're
Uh-huh.
gonna you're gonna have two or more lives too Lively. You know,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that's
That's guaranteed. Two
it's
lobs to lively is like guaranteed. Yeah.
yeah. You know, that was they by far had the most lives in this playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Lively and Gafford be eating.
Like insane, some insane number. I
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
insane number. Like they fucking everybody up when
Yeah.
it comes to like
Uh-huh.
how they hoops and shit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. Man, so with these picks, man, we're gonna check back in after game 5. I feel comfortable about these picks, man. I feel comfortable about these 4 picks we got, man. Let's go out there and make this money, man. And with that being said, man, we've come to the you said what?
I think you already know, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We try to get to this money, man. But yeah, with that being said, man, bro, it's always good having you on this podcast, man. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come, to come fuck with me on this podcast, man. I really appreciate you doing that, bro.
Like,
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, make sure you guys go like and subscribe, man. Make sure you run this video up and make sure you go follow on Instagram at Awesome